Hello, everybody. All right, let's get this show on the road first. Any cell phones or pagers, please turn them off now. Thank you. And please remain standing for the national anthem and the invocation, which will be delivered by Reverend Thomas B. Sullivan.
Let us pray. We pray in many voices, from many faiths and in many names. Some of us pray with heads bowed, others with faces raised, feet bare or feet shod, heads covered and heads uncovered. Some of us do not pray, but simply yearn or perhaps hope. We come from many countries, from diverse backgrounds, from vastly different ways of doing things. But in our prayers, we share some things. Some of us pray today as teachers, whether in a classroom, a lab, a campus office, a public safety car, a residence hall, or on a playing field. We have known the special joys and sorrows of working with vibrant, curious young people. We share the frustration of difficult lessons, the pain of growth, and the tears of loss and disappointment. But we also see the blessings of growth, the promise of change, the sunshine of hope, and the triumph of challenges met. So we smile as we pray for you and with you today, although we feel the poignant tug of goodbyes to friends with whom we have shared our teaching. Some of us pray today as parents. Ours is a bittersweet prayer, for we remember tender moments of tiny significance, no doubt lost from anyone's memory but our own. First steps, first words, first day of school, first loves and heartbreaks, first times away from home. Above all, the slow, steady process by which our children grow up and inevitably go out on the journey of their lives. We have always prayed for you, beloved members of the class of 2018, but we confess that sometimes our prayers have been that you will not grow up too fast or be too quick to say goodbye. And of course, we all pray today as children. We all know that to be a child is to step out on our own with all the hope and fear those steps promise. We know the childlike joy of dreams and the maturing happiness of working to fulfill them. We know the feeling of looking back at those who have helped us get on our way, and we know that every commencement is an end as well as a beginning. In our prayers, we pause now to recall the ends and beginnings that have led us to this day. Let us set apart today what we do from every other day. As teachers, as parents, and as children, let us remember, let us hope, and let us dream. Amen.
Please be seated. Feel free to fill in the empty chairs there now, those who are waiting. Vice Chairman DeRoche, Vice President Ostro, Reverend Sullivan, Mr. Tramuto, Ms. Baker, trustees, overseers, faculty, students, alumni, residents of Lasell Village, distinguished guests, parents, families, friends, and graduates of the class of 2018. I have the honor to be the first to congratulate you on a great achievement. You have worked hard, persevered through problems, confronted challenges to your beliefs and assumptions, and adapted to new surroundings, people, and ideas. You celebrated with each other in times of elation and came to each other's need in times of sorrow. And in the end, you have blossomed like a glorious spring day. A little chilly, a little misty, but glorious nonetheless. You and your parents and families have a right to be proud. I'm happy to report that this year we are granting 398 bachelor's degrees and 125 master's degrees. Our 523 graduates hail from all across the country, from Maine to California, and from many other countries, including Colombia, Saudi Arabia, Ukraine, Turkey, Lebanon, Japan, South Korea, China, India, Panama, Spain, Taiwan, and Vietnam. All across the world. The first 10 graduates from our Master of Science in Rehabilitation Science program will receive their degrees this year. At both the undergraduate and graduate levels, we continue to add academic programs. Last fall, we started a new Master of Science degree in Nutrition for Human Performance and a Bachelor of Arts in Global Engagement. This year, we will launch a Master of Science in Marketing and new bachelor's degrees in Health Science, Biology, Information Technology, and Applied Forensic Science. These new programs represent a deliberate move to strengthen the sciences at Lasell and will take full advantage of the new Science and Technology Center, which opened just a few months ago right over there. I want to start by thanking all the members of the Lasell community, for I deem it an immense privilege to be in this position and to be able to speak with you today. I treasure the opportunity to head a like-minded community that values peace over war, tolerance over discrimination, kindness over indifference, and that believes that goodness exists in each person and should be nurtured. I'm grateful that time and again our students, employees, and Lasell Village residents have demonstrated an ability to engage in open and respectful discourse on some of the most difficult and emotional issues confronting our society and our college. If you think about it, on any given day during the academic year, there may be as many as 3,000 people living, working, and learning on the 53 acres of the Lasell campus. This many people in tight quarters creates a bubbling cauldron of interpersonal dynamics. As a result, the ills of society are frequently magnified on campus. This year, Lasell students, faculty, and staff held serious discussions about living in a diverse community and learning to be sensitive to those who are different than we are. We tackled head-on issues related to the racial climate on campus. We educated ourselves about issues of domestic and sexual violence and pledged to take a stand to reduce all forms of sexual misconduct. And we challenged ourselves to consider whether we might sacrifice some of our comfort with the status quo to help a neighboring college survive and its students avoid severe disruption to their lives, which unfortunately has nevertheless occurred. These are difficult issues to discuss. We didn't solve them, but we showed that we have the courage to bring them out in the open, share our innermost feelings and stories, and begin the process of understanding. an understanding that I believe can lead us to a place where our differences no longer divide us, but rather where we cherish those differences as the mortar that binds us together and serves as the building blocks for personal growth and collective development. I am proud that Lasell is addressing the biggest problem in all of higher education, the cost of attending college. Because Lasell is in the strongest condition in its history, we have been able to invent an alternative way to attend college that significantly lowers the cost to students and their families. Nearly 20% of next year's entering class will take advantage of Lasell Works, a new, unique program that offers new students the option of spending their sophomore year in a paid work environment, taking Lasell credit-bearing online courses, and benefiting from a declining rate of tuition each year that they return to Lasell. I am also thankful for those who have gone before us and paved the way over the 167-year history of Lasell College. You saw march in with us today with their blue sashes, living history of Lasell. Please join me in welcoming the class of 1968 back to campus on the occasion of their 50th reunion. Right over here. My gratitude extends also to the Board of Trustees. The trustees are volunteers who quietly, behind the scenes, support the college with their wisdom, expertise, time, energy, and checkbooks. As we work to secure the future of the college for the next 167 years, the support of our volunteer leaders will be more important than ever. To all of the college's constituents who make my job as president such a pleasure, let me once again say thank you. In last year's breakthrough movie musical La La Land, the lead character Mia, played by Emma Stone, goes to the audition that changes her life, and she tells a story. The background fades away, the spotlight focuses on her face, and the story becomes a song. The chorus goes, "Here's to the ones who dream, foolish as they may seem. Here's to the hearts that ache. Here's to the mess we make." The point of the song is that dreamers imagine a world or a life different than the one we see, maybe even different than the one we can achieve. Dreamers ache to alter the current reality and are willing to make a mess if that's what it takes. It's dreamers who change the world, who upset paradigms, who make revolutions, who discover truths previously unknown. Isaac Newton was a dreamer who sat under a tree and discovered the laws of gravity. Mahatma Gandhi's dreams led to the freedom and independence of his country. Martin Luther King Jr. had a dream, widely recognized and revered, that love would conquer and justice prevail. A dream yet to be fully realized. In fact, I can't think of a great leader who was not also a dreamer. I myself have had many dreams, both big and small, some realized, some still outstanding. My big dream is that racism, sexism, anti-Semitism, homophobia, and related forms of hatred will all be gone before I die. I yearn for the day we find our way to love, unconditional and unlimited love, where empathy and kindness become the universal norm. I dream that our differences become the ties that bind us and our diversity becomes the foundation upon which we build our future castles and monuments. I'm not sure my dream will become reality in my lifetime, but I'm going to keep working and keep believing that we can beat back the forces of hatred and love each other for who we are, creatures who share our precious time on this beautiful planet. I urge you to be a dreamer. As Bloody Mary sings in South Pacific, you got to have a dream. If you don't have a dream, how are you going to have a dream come true? It doesn't matter if your dream seems impossible, as long as you have it and cherish it and strive to make it happen. Even dreams unfulfilled may bring progress just by shaking things up. For progress cannot happen without change, without at least a little disruption. Mia, near the end of her audition, sings, "A bit of madness is key to give us new colors to see. Who knows where it will lead us, and that's why they need us." Yes, we need the dreamers. Have a dream of your own. Have multiple dreams. Close the distance between your dreams and reality, and you will be happier for it, and the world will be better off. So graduates of 2018, as you go forth to pursue your dreams, work hard, persevere, seek the truth in all things, love without condition or limit, and be kind. Yes, be kind to all the people and creatures of the earth and to the earth itself. Thank you very much.
Thanks to Joan Howe Weber, class of '51, Lasell College has a faculty advancement fund that provides support for faculty as they seek terminal degrees in their field. This year's recipient of the Weber Award is Alyssa Miller, who is pursuing her doctorate of education in mathematics education at Boston University. And now I'd like to welcome to the stage Tess Dooley, who will be delivering the undergraduate student address.
President Alexander, trustees, faculty, staff, fellow graduates, friends, and family, thank you so much for joining us in celebration of one of the most exciting and pivotal moments of our lives. It seems like just yesterday we were raiding the aisles, shopping for dorm room accessories, purchasing our textbooks, and taking our first steps onto campus to begin a new chapter that would help shape our future. Over the 4, 5, or however many years it took each one of us to get to this exact moment, we completed a journey. And while each of our journeys to get to this point differ vastly, we all had a vision and a commitment to that vision, and we put in the work to make that vision come to life. From transfer students to international students, first-generation college students, part-timers, and commuters, no matter where we came from, our first days at Lasell began as a blank canvas, waiting to be painted with the different colors and patterns to reflect our unique experiences and adventures. I'm sure we can all attest to similar memories and moments, those of uncertainty, excitement, laughter, some tears, perhaps even a few moments of panic as we scrambled to make it to class on time or cram for final exams. We learned and grew and changed, but we never gave up. The class of 2018 is a class who understands the meaning of an experience. We are creators, adventurers, discoverers. We are students who have created their own majors, won art challenges, scored championship-winning goals, started their own businesses or charities, and even students who are Insta-famous. We are proof that individual differences collectively accomplish great things. While each of our own undergraduate experiences were likely full of ups and downs, through those ups and downs, the one constant was the Lasell community, our campus, student body, faculty, and staff. We trusted the roads paved by Lasell, then mapped out our own routes to success. Our educators played vital roles in helping shape the graduates we have become. Their words, their wisdom, their time, effort, and guidance helped inspire us to step up, step out, and make a difference. They provided the motivation to work toward our goals and the confidence for us to make strides in our education and go forth into our industries of interest. At Lasell College, we are small but mighty. We may not be a campus with its own zip code or have a football team featured on ESPN, but we have a community that becomes a family. An education at Lasell reaches much further than the classroom. Lasell's environment nurtured the development of our own passions and creativities, providing the tools and resources to let us take the lead in choosing the dynamics of our education. Leading up to this graduation day, I'm sure we've all taken a minute to think back on some of our best or even toughest moments as Lasell students. Dining hall mishaps and late night study sessions may not be the best, but fond memories of the Torchlight Parade and Marathon Monday certainly trump the bad ones. Trying to sum up our journey in just a few words is near impossible, but the recounting of one of my most memorable experiences at Lasell seems to most adequately reflect this roller coaster ride that we call college. That experience was when I got the opportunity to represent Lasell College in the Boston Marathon. I spent over 6 months helping to raise money for Lasell student scholarships and earned a number in one of the most renowned road races in the world. A marathon involves a grueling training process that is both challenging and rewarding in all the best ways. Each mile of pavement covered brought with it different emotions and lessons learned. Amidst the sweat and the blistering, you may have some doubts, but when you cross that finish line, you have no more questions. You won't ask why or how, because after completing the journey and accomplishing the goal, you gain clarity and justification as you realize achievement. Every person crossing that finish line has their own story, their own path, their own background. The 1,000-foot hurdle called the finish line, waiting for you to cross after 26.2 miles, that, my friends, is graduation. And the entire training process and the entire 3, 4, 5 hours of race time you experienced, full of ups, downs, and in-betweens, are like our journeys until the moment we are handed our diplomas today. As we accept our diplomas today, we are no longer questioning the all-nighters in the library or the crazy amounts of caffeine we consumed, because it was all a part of the journey that led to this amazing and exciting accomplishment. There are many miles ahead in the marathon of life, but we have put in the training and established a solid foundation to confidently move forward and continue to improve. And one thing is for sure, not only are we a great-looking bunch of graduates, but we worked so hard to make this happen. Today, we recognize and celebrate so much more than an education. We celebrate the unique journey we each took to get here. Thank you all for helping make the journey so worthwhile. I look forward to the learning of the amazing things this class accomplishes as we write the next chapters of our lives. Congratulations, class of 2018. We did it.
The college's Board of Trustees established the Thomas E. J. DeWitt Award for Excellence in Educational Leadership in 2007 to recognize the achievements and extraordinary leadership of the 8th president of Lasell College, who served for 19 years. The annual awards are granted to members of the full-time faculty and staff who demonstrate extraordinary leadership and innovation in education while supporting the mission of the college. The Award for Excellence, which includes a $2,500 cash prize to each recipient, rewards experimentation, entrepreneurship, and thinking outside the box. This year's award recipients clearly meet the criteria for receiving this award. They are individuals whose accomplishments and achievements have been transformational to Lasell. They each exhibit a willingness to go above and beyond the normal course of duty and to take risks in order to enhance Lasell's living and learning environment, both on and off campus. We received many deserving nominations this year and decided to recognize 2 individuals. This year's faculty recipient of the DeWitt Award for Excellence is Professor of Communication Janice Barrett. You make the impossible possible. You are a leader of the highest order. You believe no task to be too small or too large to undertake if it has the potential for positive impact on Lasell and its students. It is a privilege to share these quotes from your colleagues about the effect you've had on them and our students. A leader who generates such reverence must be honored, and I am delighted to do so today. You joined the faculty in 2006 and took our campus by storm. Since your arrival, you have served as the founding chair of our communication department and now coordinate our graduate communication programs. Your colleagues note that for 10 years, her responsibility was to manage and grow a communication program which she successfully developed into the 3rd largest undergraduate program at Lasell, all while simultaneously launching our graduate program in the field. In the classroom, you're both inventive and inspiring. You're a networking wizard, helping our students to secure internships with the likes of Congressman Kennedy's office and running events like Com Day, trips to Washington, D.C., and our Graduate Speakers Series. To your peers, you are a force to be recognized, to be reckoned with, and recognized. Colleagues think of you as a creative strategist who thinks 10 steps ahead and has motivated us to dream big and to think outside the box. One remarked on the first time she met you, "I left her office feeling inspired and tired in the most fulfilling way. I want to be my best and give my best because that is what Janice gives every day." Outside of the classroom, you earned a Fulbright Scholar Faculty Award and have acted as the representative of the American Council of Education's Office of Women in Higher Education. We are in awe of your work as a researcher, instructor on the always timely topic of conflict resolution and political communication. Beyond our campus, you work on the editorial board of the Western Journal of Communication and the board of judges for the Profiles in Courage Essay Award contest at the John F. Kennedy Presidential Library and Foundation, and with the National Communication Association, all a testament to your value to your profession. You are resourceful, knowledgeable, caring, and dedicated. To thank you would be an understatement of how much we appreciate the light you bring to all our lives. Congratulations, Janice Barrett. This year's staff recipient of the DeWitt Award for Excellence is Associate Director of Plant Operations, Glenn Campbell. Where's Glenn? Where is he? Here he comes. Right here, Glenn. Prior to your arrival on campus, prior to your arrival on campus, we had a number of procedures that we thought worked for us, but weren't necessarily the best way of going around things. You took a hard look at what we were doing and envisioned what we could be doing and created positive change. You have spearheaded a number of cost-saving initiatives that have not only made better use of our time and budget, but have also streamlined the way we approach things like vehicle maintenance and campus improvements. Your professionalism and orientation towards excellent customer service does not go unnoticed. Students appreciate when they request service work for their living spaces, they now receive a tag identifying that work was completed while they were out. Faculty have remarked on your professionalism and fine service. These achievements, as well as your commitment to others, makes you an exemplary member of our community. When we transitioned to a new dining service provider just last summer, you became an integral part of the team that helped acclimate students and the Chartwells Group to the changes taking place. One colleague noted, "I would like to acknowledge the camaraderie and teamwork that Glenn has instilled. This department functions as a team, and Glenn is a large part of the reason." Much of your work obviously takes place behind the scenes. Though our students and faculty are often running at a rapid pace from one classroom or activity to another, it's thanks to the work that you do that they can enjoy a beautiful, well-maintained campus and state-of-the-art facilities. Though you may not be at the head of the classroom, you're at the top of the pack when it comes to community members who make the Lasell we know and love such a special place. Congratulations, Glenn Campbell.
Run, Glenn. And now I'd like to welcome Tiffany Henry Brown, who will deliver our graduate commencement address.
Good afternoon, everyone. President Alexander, trustees, faculty, staff, and graduates, it is an honor to represent this year's graduating class. I wish to give a round of applause to say thank you to all the family, friends, and supporters of this year's graduating class. We couldn't do it without you. Today, I'm sharing a poem with you called Don't Quit. My husband, Johan, gave me this poem years ago when I was facing some adversities. The poem, by an unknown poet, embodies my personal journey and collegiate experience. When things go wrong, as they sometimes will, when the road you're trudging seems all uphill, when the funds are low and the debts are high, and you want to smile, but you have to sigh. When care is pressing you down a bit, rest if you must, but don't you quit. Life is queer with twists and turns, as every one of us sometimes learns. And many a failure turns about, when he might won had he stuck it out. Don't give up, though the pace seems slow. You may succeed with another blow. Success is failure turned inside out, the silver tint of the clouds of doubt. And you never can tell how close you are. It may be near when it seems so far. So stick to the fight when your heart is hit. It's when things seem worse that you must not quit. As you are sitting here today, proudly wearing your caps and gowns, I know that, like me, you can think back to those moments where you had doubts or it was a struggle not to give up. You made it this far because you realized this was part of the process and a stepping stone on the way to a new endeavor. When I started at Lasell about 3 years ago, I was at a crossroads. I was on hiatus from my professional career in television and was focused on raising my children. At the time, I was a mom of 3 young boys, the youngest one only being a year old. My husband and I lived a great distance away from family. Beginning in a graduate program at Lasell meant that in addition to my 24/7 parenting job, I needed to find time to be a student again. Most of my days were spent juggling the responsibilities of parenthood while finding time to study and successfully complete assignments. There were many days I wondered how could I do it all, but I persevered and didn't quit. My husband, Johan, my support system, was always motivating me throughout the process. In March of 2016, I was enrolled in 2 courses and only had 4 more courses to go before I can graduate. That March, I learned I was pregnant with my 4th child. Shortly after that discovery, my husband became gravely ill, and things in our lives changed drastically. The roles in our home shifted. Most of the parenting responsibilities and household responsibilities fell on me. It was challenging juggling everything: being pregnant, caring for children, tending to an ill spouse, and focusing on my degree, especially with no external support nearby. Naturally, I considered giving up earning my master's degree to focus on the well-being of my family. It felt as if when I took a step forward, I was thrust 2 steps back. My dream of obtaining my master's degree seemed to be fading. Then one day, after I came home from visiting my husband in the hospital, I went into my kitchen, and there it was, the poem I recited to you earlier, hanging on my fridge. It almost seemed to be illuminated, like it was speaking to me. It was all I could see, particularly the stanza I read before. You never can tell how close you are. It may be near when it seems so far. So stick to the fight when your heart is hit. It's when things seem worse that you must not quit. With all the strength I could muster up, I firmly decided not to quit, for I couldn't sabotage my dreams and goals. I finished the 2 courses I was taking. Even with the hurdles, I continued on taking more courses. In November 2016, while taking my 4th to last course, COM 722, Crisis Communication, which was most fitting for all the crises I was facing, I gave birth to my 4th child, and hours later, in the hospital with my newborn, I was typing a paper for the course. In 2017, I completed the remaining classes and an internship. All the hurdles I have endured didn't stop me. They actually motivated me and made me stronger. I completed my master's in communication in December 2017, and shortly afterwards, I started my new career with a nonprofit organization. To all of my fellow graduates, I hope you take this poem and my experiences with you, and remember to persevere to wherever your next goal may be. Remember to look ahead and shoulder the next challenge no matter what. We all face adversities in our academic journeys. Each of us is unique and face different challenges, but we all have one commonality. We persevered, and we are all now Lasell graduates. Congratulations, class of 2018. Now it's time to show the world what the world. Almost done. Now it's time to show the world what a Lasell graduate can do. Thank you.
What inspiring words. Let's give Tess and Tiffany another round of applause. Well done. Donato Tramuto is the author of Life's Bulldozer Moments, How Adversity Leads to Success in Life and Business. And how fortunate we are to have you with us this morning to serve an example of what success looks like. As the CEO of Tivity Health, you added nearly $1 billion of valuation to the company in your first year on the job. As the founder of Health eVillages, a nonprofit that provides healthcare technology for communities around the world, you've created a window of opportunity for thousands of underserved people. Your unwavering commitment to the future of healthcare is an example in persistence that we could all benefit from following. Robert Kennedy once stated that each time a man stands up for an ideal or acts to improve the lot of others or strikes out against injustice, he sends forth a tiny ripple of hope. Your work to improve health care and quality of life for children and families around the world is a ripple of hope for all of us. Just last month, you were named chairman of the Robert F. Kennedy Human Rights Leadership Council, just 4 years after receiving the Ripple of Hope Award yourself, an appointment all too fitting for someone of your accomplishments and devotion. Upon accepting this role, you expressed goals to address bullying in schools and increase workplace empowerment to create fair and respectful environments. On this occasion, as we honor you among our many graduates here today seeking to make a difference in the world, I can think of no greater lesson for them than how to turn adversity to advantage. It is your good work that creates opportunities for people who struggle, for those who lack resources, and for those who are just starting out. Your success is not yours alone. For every stride you have taken and for every milestone you have hit, some aspect of our world has become a better place. Every member of our institution can and should look to you as an example of how we can use our passion and knowledge to push past adversity and create change for the better. Please join me in welcoming to the podium this year's commencement speaker, Donato Tramuto.
Board of Trustees, President Alexander, faculty and families, and most especially the graduates of the class of 2018, congratulations. Your pride is evident and justified. Thank you for allowing me to share this day with you. Last month, I was honored to spend an entire day on campus among you. This beautiful place brought to mind the great words from a gifted poet, Maya Angelou, a human rights activist who envisioned a place where everything has rhythm and everything dances. Graduates, I am honored here today to be dancing with stars. And before I begin, please stand and give thanks to the brightest of stars, your family and friends who love you regardless of your GPA. My favorite philosopher, Yogi Berra, once said, quote, "You don't want to make the wrong mistake." And today I am going to take that wise advice. I plan to ditch the sweeping platitudes that too often diminish commencement addresses. Instead, I want to share stories today, some painful, some uplifting, all proving that the power of a personal story, honestly told, builds trust and opens a world of opportunity. My stories confirm fundamental human virtues that you can nurture to achieve a future that you desire. The first story, a true story. It's about a small boy, all of 8 years old, who lost his hearing from an ear infection. For nearly a decade, he was bullied and ridiculed by peers, friends, and even his family. His hearing loss was so severe that he failed the 5th grade. During the next decade, he endured no fewer than 5 experimental surgeries, the last one restoring partial hearing in both ears. When the bandages were removed, the horror of not hearing was replaced by the horror of hearing himself speak. He could not pronounce his R's, he could not pronounce his W's. Many viewed him as having a learning disability. As luck would have it, his sister-in-law, Rosemary, was a speech pathologist at the local university. The boy got the needed help. He recorded his speech every single day, repeating words and sounds. He taught himself to speak again. However, when the time arrived for college, he was rejected by every single one. They concluded he was disabled with low academic potential. He couldn't shake the stigma despite the clear results of hard work, but the experience taught this young man tenacity and to use adversity to build strength. He convinced one college that the label of disabled was neither appropriate nor fair. And hence he entered the class of 1975. 4 years later, he graduated summa cum laude despite being voted by his high school class as the most likely not to succeed. This boy went on to become a successful business executive and global healthcare activist. Graduates, that young boy was me. Much of that boy's determination and strength came from his parents. Graduates, take this day and every day to thank your parents. You know why. Show them much love often while you are together in this life. My parents shaped me in so many ways. They did not have a lot of things, yet in many ways they had everything. They had the courage of their convictions, they had superb values, and they had self-respect. Perhaps one of the best gifts my parents gave me was the love of learning, especially through books. During those years when I was bullied and denied the right to be heard, I entered the quietude of an intellectual curiosity that was fueled by the writings of Senator Robert F. Kennedy and Dr. Martin Luther King. From their trials and tribulations, I learned a valuable lesson. Nobody cares what you do until they understand why you do it. There's a saying that some attribute to Mark Twain, but whoever did say it nailed it squarely. The two most important days of your life, the saying goes, is the day you are born and the day you find out why. I discovered my professional why months following the restoration of my hearing. You see, my sister-in-law, the speech pathologist, who is credited for my ability to be on this stage speaking to you today, lost her life while giving birth to her second child. Her death was attributed to a preventable medical error. For nearly 40 years, I have been working to make sure what happened to Rosemary never, ever happens again. Improving the healthcare delivery system became my hard and gratifying labor. It became my passion. It became my professional why. Today, I am the CEO of a company that empowers older adults to live their best lives with vitality, dignity, and purpose by connecting them to physical and social fitness programs. Our oldest member is 103. She started at 89 going to the gym. She had the wisdom to know that it's never too late to start a new project. I was touched last year when she asked me out for a dinner date. We empower our employees through a business culture that recognizes how much each person matters, that just like me and you, they have unique stories. And when those stories are shared and heard, a respectful connection is established. I like to say kindness is the new currency for the world we live in, and I encourage you to use that currency in all that you do. There is no other investment, graduates, that offer a better return. One of the most important things we do at Tivity Health is to provide older people with ways to break free of what I have now identified as the new chronic condition of the 21st century called loneliness. It can have long-term effects on health, and it is as lethal as smoking 15 cigarettes a day. The condition of loneliness is not imposing its corrosive impact on life exclusively on older adults. It affects all ages and all demographics. This is evidenced by the recent appointment of a minister of loneliness in the United Kingdom. This college, President Alexander and Ann Doyle are to be applauded for discovering your institutional why through the kindness and innovation that is evident in Lasell Village. What a marvelous place. You are pairing a lifetime of learning with the need to nurture our brothers and sisters now entering the often stark and lonely corridors of old age. To Lasell Village, I say mission forward. And to all of you graduates, I say you are well positioned as any generation in history to effect social change on this or any other global need. Make the most of it. Do something good. And don't get caught up with doing great things. Do little things that have the capacity to drive great change. I was fortunate 2 years ago to publish a book titled Life's Bulldozer Moments: How Adversity Can Lead to Success in Life and Business. Events like the loss of my hearing can knock you down to your knees. The book proposes what you do when you get up. I emphasize the important lessons around discovering not only your professional why, but also your personal why. Nothing unleashed my personal why quite like the events of September 11th, 2001. You see, on that day, I was scheduled to fly on United Flight 175 from Boston to Los Angeles. A simple toothache, a last-minute dental appointment kept me from boarding that plane. Sadly, my two friends and their 3-year-old son got on that plane. They had been visiting with me at my summer home in Maine, and they lost their lives when that second plane hit the South Tower. Even now, I grapple with the larger questions. Why my friends? Why not me? How could anyone murder a 3-year-old boy? That bulldozer moment guided me to Tennyson, who once said, quote, "We faintly trust the larger hope." Rather than being bitter or angry, I created the Tramuto Foundation in their memory. 17 years later, we have provided nearly 100 grants to nonprofits whose mission it is to make the world a more just and fair place. We have helped hundreds of young children facing adversity in many forms to pursue their dreams of a college education. But we did not stop our work with this important victory. A decade after creating the Tramuto Foundation, I was shocked to read the statistics that in our lifetime, 1 billion people will go to their graves prematurely because they did not have access to a healthcare worker. 6 million are children who will die each year because they have no access to medication, clean water, or viable health facilities. Now, I've had many of my colleagues say, Donato, that's not our problem. I disagree. Article 25 of the Universal Declaration of Human Rights states that health care is a basic right for every single person. And when one person doesn't have access, we have violated that right. The knowledge of this enormous and ongoing adversity fueled my personal passion to launch in 2011 a partnership with the Robert F. Kennedy Human Rights. Together, we created Healthy Villages. It's a global nonprofit that provides medical information and decision support to caregivers via mobile devices. We deployed the technology and the medical software used in the company that I had founded. It enables physicians around the world to provide life-saving medical information to healthcare providers. The results? We have reduced infant mortality in East Africa from 100 babies per 1,000 dying to less than 20. 80 more babies per 1,000 births are now alive. Just because you are poor does not mean you don't have a right to the same health care that we have. Now you are at an early age, promising young stage of life. You can find your why, your passions. You can harness the strength forged by your own adversity and make your corner of the world a better place. One of your notable advantages is a kind and constructive culture in which you have had the good fortune to spend these formative and important college years. Your obvious closeness as a campus community is evident to any visitor. Your inclusion programs and attention to and mitigation of potential sexual violence are second to none. I was inspired by the strong and always timely message in your campus posters. Separate but equal has no place here. Two years before the great Irish playwright George Bernard Shaw died, he was asked by a reporter to name a person whom he missed the most, a poet, a teacher, or a writer. He thought for a second and responded, "The person I miss most is the person I could have become." In many ways, and through your experiences here at Lasell, you are uniquely advantaged to be all you can be and to practice the life lessons that my stories so clearly affirm, finding and knowing your personal and professional why, channeling those bulldozer moments of adversity into strength, and using the currency of kindness throughout it all. Remarkably, I find myself at the starting block of my 6th decade. I have found deep purpose in my work in my life. I've given and received kindness in ways that continue to surprise and delight me. I've been shaped by adversity, and I have overcome adversity. And if I can be on this stage today, the one voted by his high school classmates as the most likely not to succeed and accomplish what I've accomplished, imagine what's in store for all of you. Graduates, one final piece of advice. It goes by fast. How proud I am of this college, how proud I am of all of you, and how confident I am that you will make the most of the opportunity that lies before you. Get moving, Godspeed, and thank you very, very much for this honor.
Well, your friend Yogi Bear would be happy with us today. We didn't make the wrong mistake. Passion, inspiration, wisdom. You gave it all to us. Thank you so much. Honorary Doctorate of Humane Letters conferred upon Donato Tramuto. Your commitment to the betterment of society is a model for every young person seeking to use their talents in a meaningful way. You founded Healthy Villages and the Tramuto Foundation with the goal of expanding global access to healthcare and education. You've not only embraced the growing healthcare and technology industries, but have found ways to expand their reach and benefits to communities worldwide. Your work, which has been acknowledged with numerous honors, the Robert F. Kennedy Ripple of Hope and Children Actions Corps Embracing the Legacy Awards, to name just a couple, was most recently embraced by Robert F. Kennedy Human Rights, who named you chairman of their leadership council. As the author of Life's Bulldozer Moments, How Adversity Leads to Success in Life and Business, you are a prime example of how one can turn difficult situations into impactful lessons for the future, a reflection of our institution's motto, Repulse Nescia, ignorant of defeat. Our community is richer having learned of your unique story and inspiring achievements, awarded this day, Saturday, May 12, 2018, at the 164th Lasell Commencement.
Okay. Will the candidates for the master and bachelor degrees please stand? That was kind of slow. That's regardless of GPA. You all stand. So first I have a question for Vice Chair Jerry DeRoche. Do they look like Lasell graduates to you?
They do.
Excellent. Then Vice Chair DeRoche, on behalf of the Lasell College faculty, I present to you the members of the graduating class of 2018.
As a trustee, commencement is my very favorite day to be on campus, so I'm thrilled to be here today with you. You have completed your classroom work and have been judged by the faculty worthy of receiving the degrees conferred by this college. Now, by virtue of the authority vested in me by the trustees of Lasell College and the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, I admit you to the master and bachelor degrees and do grant and confer upon you all the rights, privileges, honors, and dignities pertaining to that degree. Congratulations.
All right, now the candidates for the master's degree, you stay standing. Everybody else sits. Now, I have a favor to ask, but I'm torn about this one. When the names are read and students walk up to receive their congratulations, if you scream out or blow air horns or bassoons or whatever you bought, the next person's name can't be heard. So I'm asking that you don't do that, but I know everybody's excited. So this year, I'd like to see if we can all get it out of our system. So on the count of three, whatever you brought, ready? 1, 2, 3. All right. I think that did get it out of your system. Congratulations. All right. The master's degree recipients will be announced by Vice President for Graduate and Professional Studies, Eric Turner.
Master of Business Administration, Reed Bryant Brown. Alyssa Jordan Kaufman. Philip Joseph Spencer. Master of Education, Elementary Education, Marie Cecilia Bevilacqua. Madison Colby Keys. Master of Education, Moderate Disabilities, Edna Aracela Barreto Para. Brooke Catherine Bergeron. Jessica Catherine Blake. Shaylin Bowen. Kellyanne Marie Brophy. Caitlin Cox. Caitlin Marie Fabry. Shannon Marie Graziano. Alexandra Mary Poirier. Marissa B. Rosenfield. Sierra Adara Tafiq. Danielle Olivia Varnum. Master of Education, Curriculum Leadership and Inclusion, Hannah Rose Rooney. Kelsey Lynn Williams. Master of Science in Communication, Becky Mujanyi Ambila. Victor Akpan Ayara. Monica Lee Barudin. Joanne K. Connolly. Jamie Allison Flynn. Tiffany Henry Brown. Ann O'Brien. Fatima Adeyinka Sani. Nicole Lorraine Taylor. Maria Venkova. Master of Science in Criminal Justice, Elizabeth Ann Bosch. Lowenz Favria. Yesenia Yvonne Gomez. Richard E. Heslin. Robert R. Romilly, Jr. Alexandria Nicole Petinato. Master of Science in Management, Ijam Badimli. Patrice Sharon Barrett. Isha Pierre Cherubin. Robert J. Close. Kelsey L. Correa. Stephen Richard Cox. Matthew James Dexter. Vivian Cardew L. Chawere. Rachel Diane Franchosi. Weijun Ha. Tammy Hua. Sandra Hurwitz. Alexis Lynn Cota. Arti Lalwani. Anne Elizabeth McIntyre. Sean Lehman. Megan Lynn McCollum. Catherine Marie Mello. Jackinson V. Mena. Ashwini Dura Mule. Morgan Elizabeth Nash. Patrick Michael O'Connor. Joy M. Peterson. Emily Kate Provo. Melissa Quinchia. Ashley Nicole Riley. Laura Ann Robbins. Kaneen Sanprasist. Amelia Sylvia. Lucy Paris St. Lot. Angelica Maria Stone. Olivia F. Tenius. Dorothy Jolly Guaramito. Pan Zhang. Master of Science in Rehabilitation Science, Courtney Marie Kalo. Rochelle Chaston. Mariah Ann Hansen. Danielle Sharon Martin. Salvatore Michael Palermo. Jennifer Marie Shelsey. Great name. Hillary Ann Turner. Master of Science in Sport Management, Bobby James Bailey. Skylar Samuel Rutledge Beckerman. Sean Matthew Delaney. Denisha Nicolette Parks. Kyle Mario Pinheiro. Alexis Smith. Kelly Caitlin Smith. Professional Master of Business Administration, Tracy Marie Cole.
In accordance with achievement of unusually high academic records, certain students at the baccalaureate level are graduated with honors. There are 3 such levels: cum laude, magna cum laude, and summa cum laude. Students graduating cum laude have achieved a cumulative grade point average of 3.5. Students graduating magna cum laude have achieved a cumulative grade point average of 3.7, while those graduating summa cum laude have achieved a cumulative grade point average of 3.9. Each student so distinguished would be identified by a Lasell College medallion, and those achievements will be a matter of official record, and these designations are also noted in your programs. Students who excel in specific disciplines or majors are selected by faculty and presented with an academic book award. The academic book awards recipients are listed in your program, as are graduates of the Lasell Honors Program, Honor Societies, and the recipient of the Lasell Chair, which is awarded annually to the student at the baccalaureate level who is especially distinguished for academic and social contribution to Lasell life. The undergraduate degree recipients will be announced by Associate Deans Christina Haverty, Lori Rosenthal, Aaron Toffler, Ann Trevedin, and Missy Vario. Okay.
Bachelor of Arts, Mohammed Abwalasal. Paris Rose Adams. Hadab Agashami. Valeria Agudelo. Lauren Alyssa Ahern. Abdulaziz Lahab Alanazi. Hadiel M. Albaiz. Amar M. Albar. Amer Saeed Ali Aldusari. Hanan Mohammed Al-Jalhami. Azar Aluzaib. Alexa Amato. Sarah Nicole Ante. Dashalis Marie Ayala. Griffin Scott Bailey. Ana Barbosa. Benjamin S. Becker. Samantha Lee Beneski. Adriana Berardi. Scott Edward Bergeron. Ariana Bestepe. Jessie Leanne Bowens. Andrea Nicole Boyer. Anda Bozo. Thomas James Brazile. Gregory Matthew Camaloan. Thomas R. Casey. Megan Saracola. Danielle Chambrelli. Nicholas Alexander Shamus. Jocelyn Rose Chavez. Holly Anastasia Chernick. Taylor Nicole Chesler. Tyler George Chrisman. Anthony Chaldia. Jacqueline Ann Columbi. Sean Joseph Corcoran, Jr. Caitlin Alyssa Cazette. Michael Andrew Costa. Nicholas Creedy Powers. Megan Elizabeth Croce. Paul Edward Cunningham. Lisa Jean D'Angelo. Stanley DeBrose. Chelsea Demby. Ashley Kelly Desiree. Sadie Jane Despotopoulos. Na T. Todo. Kristen Elizabeth Dowd. Cecily Ann Doyle. Catherine Stearns Doyle. Christina Mary Dragicevic. Sydney Kaylin Durfee. Meredith Drew Egan. Gina Alice Ercolini. Taylor Marie Fallon McMahon. Ryan Farley. Katerina Joy Fernandez. Amanda Fontaine. Justice Foreman Dolan. Corinne Julie Frooster. Megan Margaret Fucillo. Amanda Rosa Furtado. Nicholas Gennari. Tyler Rhodes Gannon. Caitlin Sumer Garcia. Lara Marie Garrett. Sarah Gelano. Aluadami Lola Victoria Gilbert. Annabelle Jane Glover. Jessica Lee Goggins. Troy Gonsalves. Michael Gulasarian. Zachary Stephen Hamilton. Kayla Hammersley. Candace Andrea Hankard.
Shannon Louise Hart. Madeline G. Hawthorne. Tyler Michael Hetu. Kylie Anna Hoffman. Liam Michael Howells. Kaylin Amelia Jack. Therese Natalie Jordan. Alexandria Keelan. Jordan Tyler. Spencer James Kosher. Lauren Morena Lacava. Sarah Elizabeth Leclerc. Emily Hope Lance. Cassandra Margaret Langtree. Lauren Alexis Lenahan. Jessica Pauline Lindell. Rebecca Lynn Yanis. Karina Marie Locke. Hannah Mary Elizabeth Loynd. Armando Machado Jr. Laura Elizabeth McLeod. Kyle Elizabeth Mahoney. Connor L. Monkowski. Michael Anthony Masala. Caitlin McCarthy. Olivia Morena McDonough. Sean James McGlone. Casey Nicole Meisner. Joshua Schlesinger Miller. Abby Amelia Moran. Alexander Moole. Erin Elizabeth Murray. Christian Newton. Tui Tuoti No. Olivia Adeline O'Connell. Jonathan Joseph Oliveira. Paola Mercedes Orizondo. Amanda Ferrara Pacheco. Erica Lee Palm. Emily M. Parker. Jenica Maritza Patino Mazmanian. Erica Patnaud. Gabrielle Maria Patterson. James Patrick Payne. Alexandra Lynn Perrault. Katie Jane Porter. Taylor Nicole Powell. Kimberly Marie Protocolo. Shannon T. Quinn. Oneida D. Rios Gonzalez. Danielle Mariah Roberts. Caroline Rose. James William Rossano. Ibrahim Khalil Ruabia. Juliana Catherine Russell. Ryan John Saber. Haley Chantel Santilli. Leanne Nicole Signorello. Mallory Lee Smith. Daniel Sordello. Bridget Therese Struth. Mooning Tang. Brianna Nicole Tata. Alexander Gibbs Taylor. Haoji Zhao.
Maria Melanthi Vasiliadis. Kelly Jordan Wagner. Rachel Ann Yor. Julie Marie Young. Leslie Ann Young. Bachelor of Science. Gianna Antoinette Accardi. Lakota Adams Samuels. Daniela Maria Alessandri. Khaled Aid Albawi. Abdulrazak Neda Alanazi. Khalid Aharabi. Rania Khalid Asulimanani. Mamdou Hajjaj Amari. Elizabeth Carolina Alvarado. Arialis Ymir Alvarez. Kevin David Ambrose. Raymond Antoon. Amanda Ruth O'Coin. Taylor Jean August. Austin Bailey Averna. Brooke Alexandra Bartoloni. Tessa Zar Bean. Gabrielle Marie Beauregard. Ya Ashampong Bediako. I got it. Jenna Brianne Bensavenga. Dion Benoit. Alexander J. Bergeron. Brian Joseph Bialak. Jennifer Martins Bispo. Jordan Summer Blackwell. Stephen Thomas Blood. Elizabeth Rose Bowen. Kyle Matthew Boissel. Paul Boutiette. Megan Mary Patricia Brady. Brianna Alexis Brown. Jacob Brown. Zachary Brown. Megan Elizabeth Burgess. Caroline Denver Butler. Haley Ann Butler. Hardine Calixte. Michelle Christine Canestro. Jacob Russell Card. Natalie Rose Carter. Lucia Faye Ceylon. Nicolette Rose Sarandolo. Samantha Marie Camille. Morgan Lee Church. Emma L. Cipriani. Lee Clark. Tia Lynn Cloutier. Michaela Elizabeth Cobb. Tyler Samuel Coburn. Caitlin Danielle Conway. Amanda Arlene Cormier. Charles Nicholas Correa. Brian Patrick Costello. Madison Trimby Cota. Robert Collivan. Thomas Cunning. Shannon Caroline Deco. Jose Antonio Delgado. Got it. Brianna Marie Delaquii. Hope Nicole Dennis. Emily Marie DeSisto. Cassandra Shea Dickinson. Lauren Elizabeth DeGian Domenico. Tess Ann Dooley. Emily Ray Doucette. Bridget Maraid Doherty. Robert Drinkwater. Kelsey Paige Driscoll. Travis R. Duhamel.
Sarah Ennis. John Joseph Enright. Taylor Ashley Falco. Gina Elizabeth Falzone. Dylan Foss. Alexandra Grace Foster. Mariah Fraser. Bryce Furtado. Robert Gallinaro. Nicholas Garifulos. Paul Matthew Garazzo. Madison Leah Garside. Ashley Nicole Gotchel. Danielle Marie Glately. Shane Gruel. Kelsey Ann Hagan. Maha Khaled Hajar. Sarah Elizabeth Hannigan. Justin Hardy. Alyssa Hart. David R. Harwood. Michael Hatch. Julianne Hay. Kara Lynn Hemingway. Brendan Tariq Hemmings. McKady Heon. Brenna Ann Hewitt. Shannon Hickey. Maurice Samuel Hill, Jr. Alexander Grace Hoffman. Brianna Laurel Hoffman. Alyssa Kaylee Huggins. Nicholas Ivy. Shelby Lynn Jandruski. Thank you. Devontae N. Johnson. Jaquan Johnson. William Thomas Jones. Mackenzie Julo. Andrea Lynn Kane. Aline Casalbian. Kendall John Kegley. Timothy John Kelleher. Madeline Kenny. Tyler Keogh. Anwar J. Kanazir, Jr. Megan Elizabeth Kana. Samantha Killen. Gregory Kevin Clown. Allison Rose Clowen. Ilana Jill Corman. Alexis Bell Koshivas. Brooke Kulik. Brianna Ray Coulvet. Christine Ryan LaBelle. Mackenzie Lee Lake. Denise Marilyn Landry. Ashley Nicole Lonnie. Jane Elizabeth Lapsley. Fernando LaRue Magdaleno. Lydia Lewis Hicks. Hannah D. Lindberg. Alexandra Elizabeth Livis. Nicholas James Lopriori. Timothy Mark Major. Amanda Marie March. Michaela Therese Mariner. Riscari Marrero. Nicolette Lee Martin. Olivia Hurley Martin. Dominic William Mascolo. Kara Faith Mather. Anya Matukich. Marianne McCarthy.
Alex McCormick Kuman. Derek Jason McMahon. Samantha Allie Mills. Jenna Marie Minglarelli. Danny Germain Moore II. Nathaniel Gilbert Morency. Kian Moriarty. Shannon Ray Motz. Emily Rose Mosesson. Caroline Elizabeth Murphy. Morgan Christina Murphy. Leah Jane Murray. Alicia Ann Musso. Majid Napoleon. Brianna Newcomb. Laura Nicole Newcomb. Joshua Lamar Nixon. Malcolm Kadar Osazua. Olivia Owens. Stephanie Manuela Padilla Selvuro. Jamie Ann Paneer. Jessica Mary Pascucci. Drew Patrick. Tabiana Patterson. Edward Manuel Polino Jr. Rachel Karina Payette. Dorothy Eva Payne. Cody Matthew Pipenbrink. Carrie Lee Pierce. Thomas Yan Petusik. Lauren Catherine Piper. Connor Patrick Reardon. Natalie Rosenbaum. Seth Allen Rosem. Stanley Sages. Kenny Sand. Chevelyn Santana. Samantha Marie Savo. Matthew Tyler Scheidel. Kyle Schroeder. Sabrina Elise Gayen. Sherilyn Casey Small. Ashley Ann Smith. Brianna Elizabeth Smith. Casey James Smith. Jacob William Smith. Andrew Heap Sock. Francesca Spirito. Hannah Nicole Stevens. Brittany Marie Stutz. Leah Marie Sullivan. Chase Swift. Abigail Tay. Matthew Ryan Tarnowski. Taylor Elizabeth Tiazzi. Mackenzie Ann Tilley. Austin Tomasetti. Sarah Beth Torrey. Magdalene Patricia Trainer. Kyle John Vergowen. John Patrick Vitello. Kyle Vonick. Abdana Osama Wazan. Lena Osama Wazan. Christopher James Webb. Catherine Elizabeth Weber. Matthew Wayne White. Kaylee Ann Wood. Melissa Catherine Woodruff. Samantha Woods. Marin Yamada. Taylor N. Yando. Molly Mary Zack. Andrew Peter Zybro.
All right, listen very carefully. Every single degree candidate, masters and bachelors, please rise. Remember, regardless of GPA, up. Now, take those tassels that are hanging to your right and move them to your left. You guessed it, you are now all Lasell College graduates. Congratulations. I'd now like to welcome to the stage Brittany Baker, President of the Lasell Alumni Association, and you can be seated.
Good afternoon. Congratulations to all who have received a bachelor's or master's degree today. It is my honor to welcome you to the ranks of the Lasell College Alumni Association. You are now a member of this great community that will continue to support, mentor, and challenge you in your postgraduate journey. Author Nora Ephron once said, "Your education is a dress rehearsal for the life that you wish to lead." The finals have been taken, the last papers have been written, and the final presentations have been given. It is now your time to go out into the world and show to all the greatness that is a Lasell College Laser. No matter what next path your life may take, know that there is a whole community of Lasell College alums ready and willing to help you navigate this next part of your life's journey. As you travel new paths, please stay connected and involved with Lasell. Remember the values to live by and make them a part of your life. The laser torch is now being passed to you, and I hope that you will continue the spirit of the Lasell community moving forward. When the opportunity arises to give back to Lasell, to mentor, or to inspire the next generation of Laser Nation, I hope that you will rise to this occasion. The last thing that I would like to share with you is no matter how long you choose to spend away from Lasell, whether it is 10 years or 17 months, know that no matter what, you can always come home to this special place. You will be welcomed back with open arms to a community that will continue to care and push you in your pursuit of greatness. Now go out there and show the world what it means to be a Lasell College graduate. Thank you and congratulations.
Well, we're just about done with the 164th commencement of this great institution. I want to again do what our great commencement speaker did and thank all of our guests for all of the support you've provided for all these years for our graduates. Thank you for coming, joining us today. Speaking of people that believe in and support you graduates, all the Lasell College staff in all our offices, information technology, the administrative assistants in academic affairs and throughout the college, the library, our various centers, the registrar, our business offices, financial aid, admissions, student life, plan operations, which you heard mentioned earlier today, campus safety, the development and communications office, residents and employees of Lasell Village. There are also our passionate members of the Board of Overseers and Board of Trustees. All of these individuals, all of them center their work on one thing, helping you to succeed, which you have proven to us you are able to do. Congratulations. One of my favorite quotes about higher education is Kingman Brewster's, the former president of Yale University. He wrote that universities should be safe havens where the ruthless examination of realities will not be distorted by the aim to please others or inhibited by the risk of displeasure. A Lasell College education is precisely about that, about the ruthless involvement in exploration and discovery within the context of people believing in and supporting one another. And so, Lasell graduates, there are no better faculty than Lasell College faculty. When it comes to hanging in there as you explore the world, explore yourself, today's graduation celebrates the faculty's success as well as yours. Please join me in applauding the Lasell College faculty. I ask the faculty to stand. We actually have two faculty who are retiring after many years of service, and both have awarded the status of emeritus by the Lasell College Board of Trustees. Joanna Koskowski, after completing 31 years as an outstanding professor of mathematics. Can I get them? Excuse me. Now, the other one is over here. Joe Aida has set a record for this college, completing 49 years of service to this institution. Joe. Congratulations. Our 50th reunion celebrants missed Joe by only 1 year. I got to put this back in here. Hold on a second. All right. Now, I ask that you please stand for the singing of the alma mater. The words can be found in the back cover of your program. as well as on the video screens, and please remain standing for the delivery of the benediction by Reverend Dr. Thomas P. Sullivan.
For reasons that I hope are apparent, perhaps even obvious to you, today's benediction is taken from a speech spoken as a prayer by the Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King, Jr., Some Things We Must Do, delivered at the Second Annual Institute on Nonviolence and Social Change at the Holt Street Baptist Church in Montgomery, Alabama in December of 1957. Now, I am no Martin Luther King, Jr., but I hope you will hear his words. I am quoting him from 61 years ago, speaking to you today, just as though he were here with us. Let us pray. God grant that right here in America and all over this world, we will choose the high way, a way in which all people will live together as brothers and sisters, a way in which the nations of the world will beat their swords into plowshares and their spears into pruning hooks, a way in which we will all respect the dignity and worth of all human personality, a way in which every nation will allow justice to run down like waters and righteousness like a mighty stream, a way in which we will do justly, love mercy, and walk humbly with God, a way in which we will be able to stand up and in the midst of oppression, in the midst of darkness and agony, we will be able to stand there and love our enemies. Bless those persons that curse us. Pray for those individuals that despitefully use us. And this is the way that will bring us once more into that society which we think of as a brotherhood of all humankind, the soul of humanity. This will be the day when white people and people of color, whether they are brown or whether they are black or whether they are any color, will join together and stretch out with their arms and be able to cry out, "Free at last! Free at last! Great God Almighty, we are free at last." May this blessing be upon you and your children. Amen.
And now, for the last time, please be seated. We're just about there. A couple things. Diplomas can be picked up in the library, and they'll be available till 2:30. I advise you to go directly there and get your diploma. There's no need to congregate outside of the tent where it gets very congested. We're going to have school receptions in the athletic center. I believe there's cookies in there. And you will have the opportunity for you and your parents and friends to meet our faculty of the different schools in the athletic center after the ceremony. So please remain seated, and I ask that you do so until the platform guests and the graduates have recessed, and congratulations.